Beneath the quiet plains of Cappadocia, Turkey, lies a city built not for glory, but for survival. It's called Derinkuyu, an underground labyrinth so vast and sophisticated, it makes modern bunkers look like garden sheds. This wasn't just a hole in the ground, this was an 18-story deep stone metropolis, carved into the earth like some ancient secret level on Assassin's Creed. Derinkuyu held schools, stables, kitchens, wine presses, even a baptismal chamber, because when you're hiding from the end of the world, apparently you still gotta get your soul clean. But the real showstopper, these massive circular stone doors. 1,000-pound volcanic rock disc carved to roll perfectly into place and seal off corridors from the inside. No locks, no hinges. It's like a Flintstones version of a vault door, and they worked. Now, mainstream scholars tie Derinkuyu to the Hittites around 1600 BCE. But there are whispers that parts of it could go way further back, perhaps to the end of the last ice age, over 10,000 years ago, when floods drowned coastlines and reshaped the planet. Think about that. While mammoths were still stomping around, someone may have been down here planning for the worst. Across the world, the Hopi people of the American Southwest tell a story that sounds eerily familiar. They say their ancestors survived the global catastrophe by retreating underground, guided by mysterious beings they call the Ant People, who fed and protected them until it was safe to return above. And I mean, if someone offered me shelter and snacks underground during an apocalypse, I'd ask a few less questions too. Derinkuyu's tunnels are so narrow in places you have to turn sideways to pass through. So either ancient people were super thin or claustrophobia was just not invented yet. And those deep shafts, they weren't just for ventilation. They made sure air, food, and water could move while people hunkered down. It's basically the world's oldest Airbnb, but with less Wi-Fi and more goats. Some believe it was a military hideout. Others say it sheltered early Christians. But honestly, the scale, the planning, and the engineering feels less like a quick fix during wartime and more like a project started by a very old, very advanced civilization we barely understand today. You don't carve an 18-level underground city just because your cousin started a cult and Rome got weird about it. If a civilization went that deep underground with livestock, kitchens, and carefully planned multi-use chambers, let's be honest, at some point somebody definitely whispered, "Want to explore my lower levels?" I mean, when you're stuck underground for 6 months, bored out of your mind, you either invent underground wine or weird pickup lines. Derinkuyu isn't just an architectural marvel, it's a warning, a memory, a whisper from a time when something up top was so bad, humanity decided to disappear into the earth. And maybe, just maybe, they left behind a blueprint in stone for those who come next. Smash that like button and follow, because living